So here we go, folks. No introduction. We were looking for the Mike and John, and well, guess what? Definitely check these guys out. They're all around this arena and on your screen. Well, ship them an email and tell them you appreciate it, because without them, it wouldn't be possible. Trust me. So this is Take What You Break. And Erik Carlson, of course, did not sink a ball, so Raj right away up at the table. Raj is a pretty quick player. He's got that pizzazz when strutting around the table. And I guess that's all part of his tempo of playing. Thinking about the 7-ball twice. Could go around the 11-ball for the 5, or stay for the 2 on that side of the table, or play either one. If he elects to play the 2-ball, he can then play the 1 and slide over for the 6 or the 4, or go forward for the 6. Well, he can 1-rail this and just come back for the 4-ball. He elects to just go between the 8 and the 4 for the 6-ball, and from here, I'd have to say that Raj is definitely out in this first game of this set. One nothing. Four-ball called by Raj for the 12-ball. 12-ball. Huh? 1-ball. He's got that English accent. I thought he said 4-ball. I see the 12-ball. He must have called the 1-ball and missed it. We got the audio kind of cranked up on the table mic so that we can hear the players. I'll crank it down. That's probably loud in your ears right now. Well, guys, believe it or not, Mr. Tony Robles actually said, Al, I'm available to commentate if you need somebody and you need a break. Tony Robles says that I'll be able to take a break. He's in the box. There's another guy in the box. Actually, they're good friends for a long time. Is Troy, NJ pool player, in the box also. Thanks, guys, for sitting in.
You got it, Al. Hello, everyone. This is so exciting. Tony, my friend.
Yes, sir.
Welcome
How are
in the
you?
box.
All right. It's great to be here. Thank you for having me.
The score is 1-0 Raj right now.
Okay.
So you got the score down your end. It's a race to 8. You guys know the rule. Tony, you participated in the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And the same rules apply, believe it or not. I think it's like $4,500 for first place. I'm going to step out. Somebody else will keep the score. I can't tell you guys how much I appreciate this.
Well, you can't bail out on me that quick, Al.
Just for a few minutes.
No.
Thanks. All right. This is Raj Hundal up at the box right now.
I knew there was a plan behind this.
He's playing opposite-handed there.
That's a smart shot right there, as long as he doesn't leave in the bank. Not bad for a lefty.
Let's see if we can get the lay to land here. I'm excited to be here. Thank Al and Darren Appleton and the whole team.
I can tell you this. This is the first time in years that I felt hopeful and optimistic about the future of pool in America.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how impressed I am with this event. Darren and his team have done an amazing job.
I'm speechless. We're going to pass these scores over.
He hit that with perfect speed so to make his life a little more difficult, but unfortunately,
That's not difficult, yeah.
Well, yeah, you were hoping to stop it literally right in between the 7 and the 4. That didn't happen, so,
This is I've been here for a few days, and my observation, great 8-ball, like you said, the optimistic of the future of pool. It's a great game. Everyone knows it.
Mm-hmm.
The rules are in place. The format's good. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said before, I'm speechless. When
I'm equally as excited.
He grabbed me in the booth. I was like, I'm tongue-tied right now with all the excitement and how great this is looking. And so we're going to get back to the match. Never mind about me or you. Not you personally, but. So now.
He's just going to
give me
nudge it.
He now.
Yeah, he's gonna nudge it and play the 4.
Introduce me to this fine young man player that's playing right now.
Oh, you don't know Raj?
No, a little bit.
Yeah, he's a good cat.
He's a good cat.
I say cat because he's a cool cat.
He's a cool cat.
Okay, he came a little short there.
He's okay.
So worst case scenario, if he ends up with too much of an angle, he'll bump into the 8-ball bit.
Oh, he's playing 6 here.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd play that.
Oh, you hit it with very good speed. Almost missed it, though. But you see, you had to hit it that thick to end up getting a fuller hit here. You might end up playing the 8-ball in the corner. Yep.
So where's this cool cat from?
From England.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wiped its feet a little bit there.
Nation 1, 7, 11. Right. When you're breaking from there and you're hitting the ball solid, you're focusing most of the energy on that 5-ball combination. But when you're breaking from the center, you're focusing on the center, the mass of the rack more.
Right.
So now when you're breaking from here, you notice the 1 barely touches the 2nd ball, then the 2nd ball barely touches the 3rd ball. But when you're breaking from the center, you're hitting at least half of the ball. So it's transferring a lot more energy, and that's why you end up getting a more effective spread. That's why you see the balls, they come here, they go up there, and then they bunch up on this side of the table a lot. If you know, if you pay attention, you pay attention to the way they're breaking, unless they're breaking like super hard, then they're all over the place. But you see, this has happened quite a lot in this tournament.
What break do you prefer, this or when they break real hard and try and get that wing ball to go around and the 2nd and 3rd ball to go on the side?
I tried breaking hard during my matches, and I was unsuccessful. And then when I started popping the cue ball just to control it, I had more success. I made balls on the break almost every time I broke. I won my match early this morning, 7-0, because I made a ball on the break except once. But the thing is that, for those of you out there that are looking to learn more about the break, when you're doing a power break, the tendency is to raise your cue a little more because you're trying to hit it with power and throw, kind of like your shoulder into it and everything. People don't realize that when you raise it, the cue ball skips a lot at that speed.
You transfer the energy into the slate.
Well, exactly, but you're transferring the energy at an upward angle. If it's in the air when it reaches a 1, it's supposed to in a straight line when it reaches a 1. And when it reaches a 1 and that cue ball's on the table, you're going to do damage.
Right. You should teach this game.
I'm considering it. I'm considering it.
All right. Back to the match.
Well, I mean, he needs to make this bank in order to be able, because, I mean, the solids are pretty much open. He just needs to figure out what he's going to do with the
15.
12.
Oh, that plays up there?
Yeah.
Oh, there's 14, 10. Oh, this ball right here.
Yeah. Yeah, it all depends on how he ends up here, because depending on how he ends up here, he might just shoot it in the side and try to bump the 12 ball a bit and then shoot the 15 in the corner.
Oh, he's going to do that now because he has that out.
Oh, he just went straight for the 12. That's not a bad shot either. Oh, he was fortunate there, though.
He had the out. If he hit it square in the face, he had the 10 ball.
Yeah, I mean, it was a smart shot anyway, because since those balls are in the bottom rail,
the odds were good. He would work out okay. Now you just draw straight back here, or for the 14, get that out of the way?
Yeah, you want to get the 14 out of the way as soon as possible because the 3 is blocking it from going in the opposite pocket. Because if I'm not mistaken, it looks like the 8 ball goes. I'm just surprised he didn't end up getting straighter on the 14 there.
I think he hit that a little weak, maybe.
I wonder if he has an angle to run into the 15.
No, I think it goes behind it.
See, look. I don't think he wanted to hit it that soft.
Well, this is a nice touchy stroke shot.
Yeah, you hit it with low right, get straight on the 12, and then roll it for the 15 in the corner, right?
I like it. It's not where you would like to be with this.
It's not ideal position.
But it's definitely doable.
Well, he hit it good. He hit it like my boy Troy.
No, I would have got straight on it.
Yeah.
He's got to come down to the rail with some reverse. This is missable here.
Oh, yeah. I think he overcut it.
He's okay, though.
Yeah.
Just works out nice because he comes a little left-hand English, and he comes across and just make sure you don't land on the rail, right?
Yep.
Make the ball.
Yeah, he doesn't have to really even put any spin on this or anything.
I like a little spin. He missed it.
Yep. You knew it too, right? As soon as he hit it.
Now he's got to feel good here. Taking control of the table. Chalking up. Got a couple practice strokes in. Air practice strokes. This is a tough shot to come with, though.
You know, if
Can
I'm
you
not,
shoot the 6?
I think he can. I think he might be able to see it, but I wouldn't have a problem shooting this first because you're guaranteed a shot in the 1 if you run into the 4. I would just try to nudge the 4 a bit while trying to play position on the 1. And then maybe use the 1 to come to the center of the table to shoot the 6 and then the 5 in the same pocket.
This is the right shot, you say?
Yeah. It's just that he looked like he's spinning it in.
Nice touch.
See, I don't think I would have done that.
You got yourself in a little trouble there.
You would have been better off running into the 4, then using the 1 to get to the center of the table to then shoot the 6 and the 5. So
that goes in the side. That 3 ball, right? Or 4 ball?
4 ball. I don't think it's as easy as it looks. It's not hanging. He still has to hit it pretty good.
Because I think I would have shot that.
Unless he shoots a combination.
Here, no. That'd be criminal. Shoot the 1. Just fire the 1 in from here. He's in trouble. I mean, a little bit.
I know, but you know how it is. He doesn't play every day. He told me that. He told me that earlier. And when you're not playing every day.
You want close shots?
You know how it is.
Tight.
You don't feel as confident with those 1 ball.
This is tough not to.
Yeah. I don't think he can beat
put the cue
scratch
ball
there.
where you want. Hey, shoot the one. One puts you up there.
Yeah, for sure.
Or pinch the 6 and let the cue ball come back where it is, basically up here somewhere. Come to shoot the 6 in this right corner. If you hit it with draw.
He's going to play safe?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
Unless he's going to play it off the 15. Let me ask you, look. Nudge it a bit in front of the pocket. Nice. I like that shot.
You do? Not if I make the 15.
Yeah. You can tell he's not feeling confident.
He's gonna. But this is a pretty easy hit for this guy, I think.
One thing that about Raj though is that it doesn't take him long to get in stroke.
Yeah, you don't want to give him too many shots at the table. Yeah. Well, tell me about the level of play that you see here. Besides being so excited about the just the format.
It's the best of the best here. Can't ask for a better field. You know.
Unbelievable, right? Now this is the Molinari second
chance
tournament. Chance, say, I guess.
That's the speed you want to hit it with. Wow.
Oh yeah.
I know Raj would have been sick if he made that one.
Well, I guess Raj not going for the one ball and chancing it because he felt he wasn't in 90% favored of making the one. It worked out in his favor. It was a good gamble.
Would you elevate here for the 3? Yeah, I'm not sure if he can even avoid the scratch or running into the 15.
I hate that.
Has to be careful running into the 15 and scratching.
Nice speed.
Yeah, but he missed it. But you see how missable that ball is? He was worried about the scratch. I would have elevated.
Now the rules, I can play this 15, right? And hit your ball, no problem?
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as you hit the 15 first.
This game,
it's really tough to lose. It's really tough to lose a rack when you know you had the advantage. You know the guy has 1 ball left. You have 4 balls to defend yourself with. You know.
This is I've never really played 8-ball, Tony, and that's one of the reasons
well, yeah, but you know you play straight.
Not in the box.
And the
Mr. Rocha.
He's pretty good about updating.
And the break makes a ball.
Oh, look at all the balls. It looks like he broke from the opposite side. Right? They all came up there.
All right, so we have to take what you make. So it looks like he's got stripes. Stripe balls.
No, he has solids. He made a solid.
3? Oh, okay. I missed that one.
Yeah, I mean, the one option that he has.
Oh, what happens if I shoot the wrong ball now?
Well, he can shoot the 5 into the 12 and hope he makes both of them. If he does, it counts.
If you make both of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, because he has lows, right?
Right, he has low. He's already established his group.
So he's not going to shoot that. He's going to shoot this ball down here, manage these 4 balls down here, and then the 2. He's got to worry about, that might be his last shot in case he hangs it up.
Could be.
Know what I did see? That I was watching Darren play an earlier match, and he kicked a couple balls of his opponent, which was Earl, to freeze him up, like to make clusters of your opponent's ball when he was kicking him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's a move. It's a move. It's a strategic game. It really is.
I said, wow, that was a good move. Yeah, that was awesome.
I once played a 50-minute rack in Vegas in the Grandmasters, the BCA, against Bo Runningen. And after 50 minutes, by the time the rack was over, he had pocketed 4 of my solids, and I had pocketed 4 of his stripes. Because we were just strategically placing the ball, place it near the cluster. He will pocket and get the ball and happy. That's a smart shot there if he makes it. Oh, look at that. Ooh. But I thought he was trying to make the 12.
Well, luckily he's got the 2 for.
Yeah.
I don't think he wants. Does he? It's a good time now if he can make this. The cue ball's going to be hot. He's going to kill it.
Well, he might hit the 8 and then the other ball.
Okay.
Yeah. Get that good.
Yeah. Nice touch. Now what?
Well, you might have to go 3 rails, and then for the 7, then figure out how to get to the 3 from there. Unless he decides to bank it and then play, send the cue ball forward a bit and shoot the 7
he can play this
in
on
the
the side. Let's see. And jack up a little bit and spin it in. But
Yeah, because
you got to
I
watch
think-
the 15. Kill it on the rail. No spin.
Yeah, I think he's trying to determine if he can go in between all those balls, like, you know, in between those two balls and then in between again.
He's going to hit the 8.
You see, look, in between
He's gonna
and
hit-
in between, but he didn't, you know, he just hit it too thick. Because he knew if he got straight on the 7, he might be screwed, you know?
Now, you're going to get a shot a lot of times in 8 ball. You know,
Oh, yeah.
and it's a longer race. I think someone said a good plan is to, you know, kind of just shoot your game when you're playing this 8 ball event, because more than likely you're going to have your chances at the table.
Yeah.
You know, not everybody's going to run, and especially with the dry breaks, right?
I know, there have been so many of them, so many of them. You know who's been breaking like a monster this tournament? I think he's been breaking harder than anyone is Carl Boyce.
Boyd's, yeah. Yeah, he's was one of my picks for the favorite.
Well, Carl's a former 8-ball champion,
Yep.
world 8-ball champion.
World 8-ball champion.
What do you think of? There were two gentlemen playing this tournament.
Only
wheelchair.
two? Oh, yeah.
Wheelchair.
Yeah, I was
You know,
watching.
and if I'm not mistaken, I think that after the Mosconi Cup, I'm almost sure that Team Europe was auctioning off and also asking for donations to help send one of these gentlemen here. I don't know if they did it for both.
Drew Jason, right? Jason was doing
Yeah,
something with
it was
that?
unbelievable. And I thought that was amazing. I applaud them for that. That's
Absolutely.
incredible.
Yeah, it's
But, you know, having
This is
wheelchair
definitely special.
matches and pool tournaments, you know.
it just goes
That'd
to
be
show
cool.
you how much this game is available to everyone. Or something like that.
Yeah, that would be nice. I think that's a wonderful idea. Maybe you might want to mention
No,
that to them.
they're tired of my ideas.
Oh, yeah? Well, I made a suggestion to them.
Good. They need suggestions.
Yeah, the suggestion I made is, since if you want to encourage the players to play in the second chance event, because I think they were hoping that every player that got knocked out would play in the second chance event, so I think they got less than they expected. I suggested giving them an incentive by offering points towards their ranking. Like, we have second chance events at our tour, the Predator Pro-Am Tour, and what we do is we offer 5 extra points towards your ranking if you play in the second chance event. And ever since we started doing that, we get a full field.
More players. People want
Yeah,
points.
because you got people that are trying to qualify. I believe the final 32 or 64, I don't remember what the number is, automatically get a tour card for next year.
Right.
You see, so
you become a professional.
right. So if you give them the incentive of getting 5, 10 extra points, it doesn't matter if it's 5 or 10, as long as it's something, because the people that are already ahead of them in that particular stop, they already got that many more points. But you don't want to give too many points, because then, you know, it's not fair to the people that are playing in the main event.
Well, I'm sure Darren's going to take some of the suggestions, his team. I wish him well. This is a great event, and as you said before, you're excited for the future of seeing
Yeah.
more of these.
Yeah.
Oh, you're killing me. Put your headphones on. Sorry about that, folks. Tony's taking his headphones off.
So what you do here?
I have to scold you on the air. You have to mute you before you take your headphones off.
Gotcha.
You got it, sir. Here, now we have the high balls. We got this 12 up top that's a treble ball, and so is this one down here, but he can manage this one. He's going to come down to the bottom rail, play the 15, the 11. Oh, he ran into the balls. I didn't like that. Now he just made the 11 not go.
Well, he needed to hit it softer so that the cue ball won't stay longer on the 90-degree angle. He just went straight to the 8 because of that. He didn't give the cue ball enough time to draw away from the 8, you know?
He might. He's in, I don't believe. I think he kicked the 11, so it does no longer go.
No, I think it goes. I just don't think that he has enough angle to run into the 7. You know?
Right. Well, He's playing it. Okay. I guess he can take a chance at
Hit that
pushing it
with
through.
very nice speed.
Yeah, that worked out well. Now, do you try and come back and back at this?
Yeah.
I guess so. It's your only.
I try to hit the 7, though, probably as full as I can, so that way, hopefully,
kick it all the
on the
way.
opposite side. So, see, that's what he was trying to do. That way, he has an angle with the 9 to come up and down, you know.
He showed a little disappointment by his cue.
Well, you know, he had to hit that one perfect, and I think that's what he was trying to do.
A
So
little
he didn't
softer.
overdraw it. He didn't
Right.
overdraw it
Right.
or draw it enough. Can he bank that?
No. That ball does not go. He's better off thinking of a safe here. I don't see a safe.
No.
Now, if you don't have a good safe, would it harm him to say play this 13-3 rails and just draw straight back and try and get on this ball or something? Because I mean, if you're most likely you're going to sell out here. He just called that. I like
he's
the
calling
shot
it 3 cushions.
because what else would you do here?
Yeah.
Do you see a safe? I mean, I'm not a one-pocket player. If you put yourself in back of one of his balls, you're in trouble, right?
Yeah. Look at that. That was a smart shot right there, boy. That was a smart shot right there. I like that shot.
Thanks. Oh, that worked out okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he got away with it.
He kind of got lucky. That's that was fortunate that those 2 balls tied up because that's his only. Well, Raj got to figure out what he's going to do with the 7 now too.
Yeah, roller. You know what I mean by roller?
What is it?
You're gonna get a kick out of this. You asked me a question earlier, and I was gonna say roller.
Roller?
Yeah, roller, like really, but roller. Years ago, I was having a conversation with Nick Varner, and I was telling him a story about something that happened. And after I finished, he looked at me. He wanted to say, "Really?" And he said, "Oh, roller," because of the accent that he has. And I said, "What do you say?" And he said, "Roller." So he has to play safe here.
Look at this tough shot. Oh, he's going to play safe?
No, he's got to play safe here. And I like where he put the 6 ball so he can use it later on to get that 7 out of there. So he killed 2 birds. That's what I call the killing 2 birds with 1 stone shot, right? Play safe to hide both balls and place a 6 near. Now what I would do there is I would place another ball like the 2, 4, or 3, whichever one, you know, depending where he ends up. Putting one of those balls by this pocket here, lower left-hand side, so that when he does break him up, if he doesn't have a shot, now he has an insurance, you know? That's why I say straight pool comes into play more than people know. See, now here, he's supposed to throw that ball in if it's possible to make it, and then leave the cube on by the 3 and the 4 and the 2. Shoot a combination and play it safe. See, that's what he's looking at. He says, I think I like this. Yep, that's a shot right there. How he hit it. Remember earlier when I said he put the 6 there?
Yeah,
now it's actually blocking the kick too, right?
He's got to go. He should go
2 rails.
Up table.
Yeah.
To the side rail between the 9 ball and the side pocket on the right side.
Yeah, I think that's what he's looking at now.
But the scratch is on.
Yep.
He's got him handcuffed, as they would say in the business.
Oh, yeah. No, he's trapped here for sure. But he's going to try to go 2 rails, zigzag, and try to hit the 9 ball.
Look at this. Watch this shot, folks.
Well, he called it. Yeah, he called it.
Good try. Now you have to get out. Now you have to get out.
That's correct.
And this isn't the easiest table. You have to hit every shot to the center of the pocket. with the correct speed.
Yeah. The 2 is going to be the tricky one, unless it goes in the corner. If it goes in the corner, then he's good to go.
Goes in the side, too.
Yeah.
The 2?
Wow. He hit that kind of weak, right?
Yeah, he would have liked to have been closer here, right?
Yeah.
At least another diamond or so. But he's okay.
Yeah, he can always shoot the 2 in the side, too, after the 5.
It just shows you the benefits of practicing lefty or opposite-handed.
Mm-hmm. Up or down, or the 8 in the corner? What would you do, bro?
Up and down.
Yeah, me too. Wow. That ball came off a little slower than what he would have liked.
Yeah, I guess because he had the little bit of low inside. This is a tough shot here. All right.
Ooh. You said it.
Yep. Anytime you're a little got that away angle and you have to try and throw it in, or.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he shot that with kind of like a jab stroke, poke stroke, you know.
We have some great, a lot more pool coming up, folks. Some great matches, right? 8:30.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Dennis Okoye versus Darren Appleton.
Is that going to be on the TV
I
table?
would imagine. I would be shocked if it's not. Well, would you go for it here, bud? I think you have to, and I'm going to tell you why. Even if you play it safe, it's very easy. It's very easy to hit the ball on a kick shot. All you have to do is just hit it soft. So if you don't make it, you know.
Yeah, I guess you bank it or you cut it up the corner.
I would bank it.
I think cutting it up the corner is easier shot for me.
Yeah, but that's because you're.
No, really, because I guess the bank is probably.
Oh, I see
easier,
what
but
you're saying. You're talking about for position. Yeah. That makes sense.
I don't see the angles on the banks as
I
well
see.
as I can see that edge.
Yeah, he can actually definitely beat the kiss on the 8 if he banks that cross side.
It doesn't look like he can get comfortable. He just called cross side. I know my sometimes shots that I want to play are unorthodox.
Wow. See, that's the thing, and that's the thing. When you're shooting a shot like that, you have to make a decision. You can't just shoot it half. You know, well, should I make it? Should I play safe?
Right. If I miss it, I'm going to play safe.
Yeah.
Now he just blocked himself out pretty well. He can play safe. He'll wind up pretty well, though, with safe here. He's not feeling very comfortable, though. I could tell you that. His left hand is... and that would be ball in hand, I believe. I don't know if it hit the rail. Did it? It did? Oh, sorry. You're back on. It did hit the rail.
I think
Excuse
it did,
me,
yeah.
folks.
Oh, here you got to bank it. You got to go for it.
There you go.
When the safe is as difficult as a shot, you have to go for the shot.
Maybe a little too much rail. I often ask a lot of good players like yourself in situations like that, and you just gave me a pretty simple answer. If the shot is as difficult, or if the safe is as difficult as the shot, shoot the shot.
That's what I learned from Mizrak when he was alive. I asked him something specific like that, a bank, and he just looked at me. He says, "Kid, sometimes you just you almost missed that. Sometimes you just got to go for it."
That's pretty sporty hearing that from Steve Mizrak.
And Raj has a hell of a break, let me tell you. But, you know, like I said, it could be the fact that all the balls won't freeze on this table, you know?
Yeah, the break is very important. Seems that whoever, I'll let Tony put his headphones back on, whoever controls the break and is breaking well, it just might win this event.
Yeah, well, that's what's made this tournament so interesting and why we've had a number of hill matches and then shootouts afterwards, because no one has actually, I have not seen one single player yet dominate the break in this event.
And that all stems from breaking from that side, unable to get all the power into where you're saying to put it.
Mm-hmm.
And they're only making certain balls certain times. But I
It's
think
like, you know,
I think someone has a handle on it, though, a couple of these guys.
Oh, yeah. Like the Johan, I don't know how you pronounce his name.
Right.
Chow?
Right.
Johan Chua.
Chua.
Yeah.
Johan Chua. He seems to have it down, but he still came dry in a couple of them. You know, no one's gonna make it a ball every single time, but he breaks the balls really solid.
Now, this looks pretty inviting, this table here. Don't want to kick it over too much, make yourself trouble.
No, he's good there.
He's good. All right, move on to the next problem.
Don't see too many problems here.
No, but do you see, oh yeah.
Hey, Troy, what are you doing?
We're just I'm trying to get lessons from Tony on how to play 8-ball. My old friend.
There's really no problems here. You just got to manipulate the cue ball over to the 1 or the 6. The ball that he's got to be concerned about, what is that, the 5 on the other side?
The 3, I believe.
3 ball?
And he came up short.
Well, he's got a nice angle to get back lowered in the side pocket. I don't think he's going to try to hold this.
No, but
and all he's got to do is pocket that 3 ball and have a shot for the 8 in this corner pocket here.
You got a little straight.
Little stop shot here will be okay. Well, Erik Hollison puts another beat up. He now leads this match and representing England versus Dennis Acolo of the Philippines. That'll be the next match in the Molinari Players Championship. And it's a quarterfinal match.
Oh, thank you, Al. Welcome back, Tom.
Yeah, sorry, I had to say bye to my wife. She's going to go home. I'm going to leave later. I'm over here hanging out with you guys, with the boys. Yeah, hanging out with my boy Troy right here.
All right.
And Upstate Al, the legendary Upstate Al.
Smooth as glass.
I'll tell you what, you guys are really helping out here. We're just filling everybody in on the next match at 8:30, Tony. It's going to be Darren Appleton versus Dennis Acolo.
And what a match that's going to be.
For the main event, which is the Molinari Players Championship. What do you got coming up, Tone?
Me?
Yeah.
Not much. I have the NAPO playoffs here next weekend.
Right.
And then the Predator Tour stop number 2 for the year here again. You know?
Steinway, the place to be.
Yeah. And then we did the season opener here.
Combination.
Yeah. He hit that good. He hit that real good. See, now you can play the 12 in the pocket closest to, what is that, the 5 up there? Can't tell.
Yeah.
It looks like the 5. Unless he wants to slow it down, play in the side. That's a good shot there, you know. You can play either or.
Yeah, and it looks like an 8-ball, like you said, in the straight pull, you kind of want to pick 2 or 3 shots if you can minimize moving the cue ball very much and try and, just create your angles close by.
Oh wow, yeah, wow. I'm not used to seeing Raj miss this many balls. You know. It's
Yeah,
like,
he's having a hard time about it. Well, now leaving an open table.
well, you know, now he might have to shoot that 3 in the side pocket unless he decides to run into them. But you know.
Eric's going to feel real good here, making a few more balls. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
He just made.
Well, he got away with that. He got away with that. You know.
It's hard to skip the beat.
But you know, when you take a risk like that, you have so many balls on the table. It's a higher percentage, you know, shot, because you're more than likely going to end up either having a shot or being in a position to play safe.
Right,
you know,
right.
Still got to be a little careful, you know. See, what I didn't like about going around that way, I would rather play position for the 4 in the left-hand side pocket or in the lower right-hand pocket, right, and then drift the cue ball down by the first time in by the lower left-hand pocket and shoot the 3 in the side, you know.
Without hitting that 3, right. Get rid of the trouble ball as soon as possible.
Yeah. I don't even know if he has an angle to do that now. To drift down for the 3 in the side or for the 4 to the 3. Or unless he plans on running into it. Oh, he hit it too soft. He hit it too soft.
He still has the 1 up top.
Yeah.
He's got to hit if he shoots this 1 ball, he's got to hit that pretty pure.
I have not seen one person take out their jump stick this tournament. Have you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, just I think it was 1 or 2 shots, not many. Pointing over there for a draw shot. You know, just smooth. If you hit this smooth, it goes.
Ooh.
Not smooth enough.
He might be able to make that ball.
What, the 2?
Yeah. If it does go, then he can, you know, stun it. But if it doesn't go, he's in trouble.
Go where? In this bottom right corner?
No. Yeah. If he has room for the 2 ball in the left-hand pocket, and he can drift the cue ball to the left side of the table and then end up with an angle here for the 4 to pocket it and then send the cue ball down here for the 3.
What are you saying he's looking at? This 2 ball in the lower right?
No, the left. But I don't know if he can make it.
He can't make that there. No,
if he can't make it there, then he's in trouble, is what I was saying.
Yeah. 2 ball, only spot that 2 ball goes is in that bottom right corner. Either that or play safe. And I don't, do you see a safe?
I don't see a safe here.
So what do you do? He's playing a combination and trying to tie balls up?
I think he's trying to draw the cue ball off table. Well, I'll tell you what, that wasn't a bad shot at all.
No, that worked out okay, right?
I just don't know if he can make the 14.
Yeah, he's got room to shoot this. Oh, not this way, though. You got to stand right over it and throw it in.
I think he wants to masse. He's looking to see if he can masse the cue ball past the side pocket, send it up table. You know?
Oh, and don't play the 14.
Yeah, but, you know, if he could have done that, he might have had a shot at putting it behind the 12,
okay,
you know?
Right.
So now he's just going to, you know, put the cue ball uptown.
Go into safe mode. I'm always in full gear, and I want to shoot shots.
Yeah.
I think I have to change my way of thinking.
Very strategic game, 8-ball. Very strategic. Hey, Al, so what are the dates for the next World Pool Series?
Oh, well, we'll bring that right up on the
April
screen.
April 4 through 7, right?
Yes, and we'll bring up all of them right on the screen for the viewing audience momentarily. But we want to see who wins this rack, and then during the racks, between racks, we'll put it up right on the live stream.
He had to go for that. He really didn't have a safe there. He had to. I would have gone for that, you know.
Well, the 8-ball goes in both pockets, so this table is workable. As long as he stays away from that 2-ball.
Yeah, he almost wound up behind it.
I like taking the 13 out here. I mean, why leave that?
The 11 to the
Is that the 11?
I believe so.
Yeah, take that out right away. That 2-ball's blocking the pocket, so That's the only trouble ball he's got left out of the 3.
No, that's not the 13 or the 11. That's a 16 ball.
16 ball.
He might have overcut it. Oh,
That's
hit center pocket.
Making the game a little more difficult.
No, when I give a table assignment sometimes on the Predator Tour, we sometimes play a joke on some of our players.
I remember that.
Yeah, I said, you know, blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah on table number 50. How many rooms you don't have 50 tables? I had this one guy walking around for 5 minutes looking for table 50. Then he comes to me and says, Tony, can you help me find table 50? I don't know where it's at. So it's in the parking lot across the street.
Yeah, maybe overshot that a little bit there. Right. He's struggling a little bit.
Yeah, but he's good. He loves these shots.
Does he really?
Oh, yeah.
I love it. Very nice. Nice touch.
All right. So now we have a close match again. It is a race to 8 in single elimination.
That's going to be in the Molinari Players Championship. That's the next match on stream at 8:30. I just posted it all over social media, and it's on AZ Billiards. And if you want to follow the live scoring and live brackets, I mean, just doing a great job is Q-Score. Go to qscore.com, and you can find out everything you want on any table going around this room right now that's off camera. They have people sitting in the wings with iPads and binoculars and whatever they can to keep the live score going. They're doing it, and we got to give them a big shout out. It's qscore.com.
Wow, Erik hit that nice. That was an easy shot. At least not an easy opening shot. See, he put himself in a good position by taking that shot first. Because now if he shoots the, I believe, what is that, the 15?
15 on a rail,
yeah,
bottom rail.
Then shoots the 11 and then the 9. All three balls in the same pocket. Then he can come up the table, right, for the 12 in the side, roll it, get straight on this one, roll it down, get straight on the 14 on the opposite side, assuming it goes, and then just shoot a stop shot for the 8 in the corner.
All right, so you were saying 15?
Yeah, 15, come off the rail, 11,
right, 15,
2 rails,
11, 2 rails,
then shoot
9.
This, come up here, then roll this down here, roll it down there, stop shot, and then the 8 there. You know?
Right, so Tony's taking these bottom 3 balls out first, leaving himself an angle for the 9, and then getting out of the way, getting out of the bottom half of the table and get to the center somewhere.
Yeah. Well, for a second there, I thought he was going to shoot the 12 first. I said if he's going to do that first, there is another way to do it, but, you know, it's tougher. It's tougher because then you take the 12, come across, then shoot the 10, the 14, and then this, that, and then stop here for the 9. But then now you have to worry about the 2, you know. So it's risky. Either way, it's risky. Oh, he came out a little too much on that one. I don't know if he meant to do that, but maybe he wants to shoot the 9 next.
You know what? He can feel comfortable shooting that 10 up the corner, too.
Yeah.
Because that's his problem ball right now is the 10 on that rail, right? Mm-hmm. If the 14
well, I don't
goes,
think he wants to shoot the 11 in the position he left the cue ball.
Does the 14 go past into the side?
I think it does. I think right now would be a perfect time to
shoot the 9, then come over,
and then come over for the 12. But then if he shoots a 10 and then shoots a 14 in the side, he's going to have to deal with the 11.
Then the 11's his trouble ball.
You know. So that's what you have to figure out before you make the decision.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
That's why I love leaving the 10 and the 14 for last. I'm not sure what he was trying to do there, but whatever it was, he hit that ball really good. I think he can make the 11 there.
No.
He can't?
Possibly, but he's got to spin it in. He's going to play the 14 up in the corner.
In the corner?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Just as tough when you're that close.
That was a gutsy shot, man.
He could have came all the way up and had an easier shot, but
he can still get out
now
here.
He's good, yeah. Now he manages. He can draw straight back and play the 13.
I mean, if it's possible for me to come to the center of the table for the 12, I would do that or that. You know, you could just – he's on the right side of the 12 ball. But he hit that really good because you have to hit it that good to get that perfect on the 12, you see? That's why I would consider overhitting that if you had the angle to go past the center of the table and shoot the 12 in the side instead. I have more room for
He's
error
starting
there.
to feel comfortable shooting these nice little ticky shots. Mm-hmm. And that's when you start getting a little groove, I guess, right?
Yep.
Now, Al, you're busy.
It's quite all right. Go ahead.
Give me a background on Erik.
Erik Collison out of Canada actually gives lessons up there also. Played in the Turning Stone, the past one last week, and actually came in third.
One of the ball boys, you get to go to Yankee Stadium and beat him. That's how I feel. And here's the break.
Up, straight in the corner.
Lost the cue ball a little bit. Now, here's a huge opportunity and a loss of all that momentum that he gathered for those 2 games, and he just handed it back. Now, different rule though. It's a ball in hand behind the kitchen.
Ball in hand behind the kitchen.
Now,
that's
it's if he made a ball, he still has to say if Erik made 1 stripe. Erik would still have the stripes.
Nope, not if he scratches on the break. It's an open table,
still
and
open.
it should be.
Okay.
And it should be.
So you like these rules,
Yeah, I mean, I grew up playing 8-ball,
right?
where whatever you make on the break, you keep. I grew up playing those rules, right? But then I went for so many years playing. You get to keep you have an open table no matter what. I actually started loving those rules, even though I didn't like it in the beginning.
Right.
So when I heard they were going to go with this format, I'm saying, man, it's going to be tough because I haven't played it. But then I realized
It's a better way to play.
yeah, it's the purest way to play.
Right.
You know,
That's a good
it's,
way to.
It's more challenging, and I think that's what Darren's goal was, to challenge everyone. You know, by challenging everyone, you're going to bring out the best in everyone.
Right. I'm glad you brought that conversation up, because prior to the tournament, months prior to the tournament, Darren actually put it out there on social media.
Watch this.
Ooh.
He put that out on social media. What game
Yeah.
the pros would like to play the best, and 8-ball overcame all of them. It's the most popular game played on the table is 8-ball. And then, of course, with the ruling, he took unanimous votes from the professional players, and the outpour has been 35 different countries coming to Steinway Billiards to participate in this event.
Yeah.
So when you reach out and you inquire about the rulings that the players like, and then you make it a little more difficult. Now, there is one stipulation that I heard from numerous pool players here, whether they were in the booth or just elbow to elbow meet and greeting with everybody, is they would even like to make it more difficult. And this came from a lot of the players from Europe. They would like to see the pockets tighter. And I'll tell you what, that will make it really difficult.
Yeah, but I think that you get to a certain point where it becomes ridiculous, because you have to have some kind of rule to cheat the pocket when you play 8-ball and straight pool.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Because it's a game of angles. If you make it too tight, you know what? You're putting together a tournament that's going to be in the world stage. You want your top players to look good.
Yeah.
You know, if you see that they're missing a lot of balls all the time, they did that. I'm telling you this from experience, because
Right.
Don Mackey, when he was a commissioner back then,
Right.
when Mizrak was alive,
Right.
he went up to the commissioner. He put like 4.25-inch pockets
Right.
in one of the tournaments, and he says, you finally got a television deal. They were playing the matches on MSG. And he said, why would you try to make us look bad by making the pockets as small as they are? And this is Mizrak, who was used to playing in tight pockets.
Right.
You know? So it's like, I don't mind the tight pockets. I welcome them, but there is such a thing as too tight.
Too much.
You know?
Right.
And the thing
And,
is that...
again, not to cut you short, I think that might come up, maybe not during the next 3 tournaments after this one here. We do have 4 tournament stops on the World Pool Series. I think on the next series, that might come up as a voting process where, okay, guys,
Yeah.
Aaron might say, do you want the pockets to be tighter? And if it's unanimous, we might see that. And I think the Europeans like to see that because they play a lot of snooker.
Of course.
You know?
Of course.
And I think they have the advantage that way, too.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, I know what I'm going to do at my table at home. I'm going to tighten it.
Yeah,
I already spoke to John.
I knew
I
that
already
last
spoke
week.
to John. Yeah, I already spoke to John. So
I knew you were going last week with that.
It'd be great to have a standard.
But I think whatever you decide, you should just stick to it. You know, it's like when someone tells me they want 4 1/4 inches, 4 1/4 inch pockets for the straight pool. That's just a flat out joke.
Yeah,
you know,
you don't want that.
And you know what? The sad thing about it is, you have guys complaining about it after they lost a match because a guy hit a ball off by a millimeter and it still went in, and it was the only ball they hit that bad by a millimeter in the match.
That cost him the match.
That cost him the match,
Yeah.
and it's like, really, you know, it's like it's ridiculous. Because if you remember the straight pool last year,
Right.
it was the straight pool event in all the years that I played. It was the least amount of balls they would run in all the years that I played in straight pool since I started playing pool.
And that was on the Rasson table, and it just so happens I never heard of anything like it in my life where the side pockets were actually smaller than the corners.
Yeah.
It's usually the opposite way.
Yeah. Oh,
Erik Hollison now game that they used to.
Make them all, because all the other side tables were not as tight as this table.
As far as I know, Darren wanted equal playing field. He didn't want a streaming table any different from the tables that they're playing on out there. But don't take my word for it. It could very well be there, and we can ask Darren when he gets in the booth. But one of the things was because of that straight pool tournament where everybody was playing on the outskirts on a Brunswick and then moving over to a Rasson table that had the smaller side pockets really became an issue during that tournament.
of course.
So I think Darren told John, the mechanic, not to shim the pockets, change the rubber. The rails were changed. It wasn't just shimming them up and making them all the same size.
Wow.
So it was a big expense into putting all the equipment back together again.
And everything does look great, and everything's playing fabulous. This was a first class. Oh, he missed it.
Yeah, he knew he missed it. He stood right up.
The one shot. And he knows that this could possibly cost him a couple games. See, Raj got a little reprieve. And
Well, you know, he's excited because
Yeah.
now he can choose. You know, it's still an open table.
Not only that, shall he win this game right here? It's his break. So it's good to win your opponent's break because this particular tournament that they're playing is like I said, the Cheqio Challenge, and it's the rules still abide to Cheqio Challenge that it's alternate break. You know, in the main 16 now, in the Molinari Players Championship, it's winner break, race to 15. So it's good that he won it if he can get out this rack on Eric's break.
Well, Raj just you were mentioning before he was playing a little slower. I just seen him. He kicked into a different gear. His tempo just went a little bit. I guess he wants to get his arm a little free.
Yeah, probably free stroke a bit. You know, let loose.
Which is I think a good plan, but just don't get too. Give each shot its proper due.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he hit that one nice.
A little angle. Hit it nice speed.
6-4 now.
That's a big game right there. Break for that commercial as Erik froze the balls. It's 6-4 in favor of Erik breaking.
Makes the one in the side.
And they spread out nice with the exception of the 6 and the 9, right?
Well, they spread out nice for the low, but the highs are all tied up there.
Yeah.
That could be one of any ball up there, correct?
But he has low, right?
Yes, yeah. Oh, that works out well for him then.
Oh, yeah.
It's just maybe if you got to bump that 11 because the 11 looks dead.
He might be able to go with inside spin here.
Oh, he's going to get it right now.
Yeah. See, I don't know if he has a proper angle to do it. If not, he might have to shoot the combination and draw the cue ball back to where he needs to for the correct angle on the 7. You know, he might have too thick of a hit.
One thing I heard as I'm walking around and saying the strategy of 8-ball is to try and get to that problem ball.
Wow.
As soon as possible.
Yeah.
And he did. I mean,
You're right. As soon as possible, and give them the reason why. Troy.
Well, I'm just learning there, Ralph.
Well, you know that. You know as well as anybody else. You run out of opportunities to do so.
Yeah,
That's
later
correct.
on. Right.
That's correct. Don't kill off all your soldiers until you know that you've won the battle. That's what I always say. When you're playing 8-ball, every ball on the table is a soldier that you need to defend you. If you kill off all your soldiers before the battle is won, you got no shot.
Right. I like that analogy. I like that.
I like that.
Yeah. The other thing.
That's a good
the other
strategy.
thing about.
Thank you, Tony.
The other thing about that fact is, you clear out all your soldiers, and now you can't get to that trouble ball, and you let your opponent come out of the seat and clean house.
It's wide
That's
open.
the worst feeling in the world. Like I just sunk 6 of my balls, and I got 1 left, or 5 of them balls.
I manipulated this whole rack.
Yeah.
Got around all his balls.
And get punished.
And then get punished.
Right. Well, Erik doesn't look like he's going to get punished here. He leads here.
Made quick work of that, right?
Yeah. And looks like he might get on the hill. Shall he pocket this 8-ball? And he does. He splits the jaws without touching the rail. It's now.
I'm just curious because I'm like.
I pronounce names funny. It might be.
Nice
Wow,
break.
he throws great. He throws great.
Squatted the cue ball.
Rudy is here.
Made a.
From the Netherlands.
Stripe. 4, 5, 6.
You mean the owner of Cheqio?
Yeah, I believe they're on scene. And Raj goes down to the box to make sure he's picking out the correct one. That makes a lot of sense sometimes because instead of counting them, you just go to the box and say, what do I got?
So what would you do here, Troy, to get rid of that 15? Would you save it for last? To come down for the 8?
Yeah, yeah, probably. I think that's a good move because you can, you can stay down here and get all of these.
That's it. You go from Group A to Group B. You don't want to go from Group A to Group B back to Group A.
Yeah.
But that's not always the case. A lot of times it depends on the
it,
layout,
right?
This is it. A lot of times it all depends on the layout. If it permits you to come there while still having enough balls down here to play easy position,
Right, go get
then
it.
You
now.
have to go. Then you have to go for it. All right, we're about to get the official word on the correct pronunciation.
It's Cheqio.
Cheqio.
So I'll say Cheqio. That's just the way I am. No, it is Cheqio.
Cheqio.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Well, he gave up.
Oh,
He
that
gave
was
up.
it.
He gave it up.
Raj had enough. He's really not shooting up to par.
Yeah.
And got a little frustrated. So it's Erik Hollefson moving ahead and wins this match 8-4. I want to thank these two fine gentlemen in the booth right here in front of you, the silent assassin and Troy, NJ Pool player, sitting right to his right.
Thank you for
calling
having
it
me.
like it was. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks so much. And I know Darren and the whole tour does.
Thank you, Al.
You got it.
Thank you, Tom.
All right, folks, the next match is going to be 8:30. Darren Appleton versus Dennis Acolo in the main event. It's the Molinari Players Championship. Once again, we're coming to you live from Steinway Billiards in Astoria, Queens, New York. We'll be back at 8:30.